The Interval Bureau Extension 0. This is a new indie horror game. I actually don't... I'm going to read what it's about right now. Right now. A short psychological audio horror call where every number routes you deeper into faceless bureau that measures and files you. You scared? I'm assuming we're going to have to dial this number. Let's rock. There is no main menu. They started me here. This is where they started me, so let's dial. Let's go.
You've reached the Interval Bureau Employee Assistance Line, where your entry becomes the record. For file integrity, this call is monitored. To proceed, enter your 6-digit employee ID, followed by pound.
Eli, did you voice in this game? I don't know what my 6-digit employee ID is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Processing. Please disregard any memory that surfaced while you waited. No identification record found. This attempt has been preserved on your file for review. To begin the ID recovery process, dial extension 0. Extension 0 confirmed. Your admission is logged and cross-referenced.
That's the title of the game.
Hesitation is accounted for. Pauses accumulate into patterns. Patterns identify you. To be transferred to the personnel division, press 0.
Okay. This sounds like Eli. For anybody who has heard Eli talk. I could be wrong.
You are
Tova?
now in the personnel division. The menu is here for your ease and our clarity. Each choice extends the record. Records are permanent. For division placement, press 1. For wellness verification, press 2.
That does sound like you, Eli. It does.
Press 3. For call recording review, press 4. For operator assistance, press 5.
It does, though. You refuse it? You gotta record your own voice and then listen back. Tova would be able to say for sure. 2. Oh, sure.
This is the Employee Wellness Division. Your breath determines reliability. Reliability determines continuity. Take a deep breath now. Inhale fully, then exhale completely. To confirm inhalation was successful, press 1. To confirm exhalation was successful, press 2.
I said this.
If you require assistance, press 3. For sample reconciliation, press 4. For direct observation, press 5. For manual override, press 6. To return to the personnel division, press 0.
Okay. I said that this voice sounded like kind of sounded like Eli, but he says no. But I still hear it.
Breath accepted. Note: unauthorized breathing patterns may affect your standing. The recommended rhythm is 8 in, 8 out. Deviations are logged. Deviations are corrected. For direct observation, press 1. To return to the personnel division, press 0. Observation window opened. Please breathe normally.
Breathe,
Your
everybody.
inhale occurred before you. Your exhale is pending approval. A mirror has been placed behind your eyes to improve compliance. To confirm observation, press 1. To return to the wellness division, press 0.
Confirm.
Post-observation feedback. Check the box that best describes your breathing. All boxes have been checked. The comment field contains your apology. Sign where you are. To submit, press 1. To submit without review, press 2.
Sure.
Clearance granted to your breath. It may proceed to work without you. You may follow at a reliable distance. To resume alignment, press 0. Verification complete.
I guess I can hit the button on the keyboard. That also
Your responses have
works.
been logged as adequate, inadequate, and unacceptable. You are being reassigned to the Cognitive Integrity Assessment. To begin, press 0.
Welcome to the Cognitive
Oh,
Integrity
Eli
Assessment.
left.
You will now be placed in a controlled scenario. Your decisions will determine your profile. Profiles are final. Profiles cannot be appealed. You awaken in the hollow forest.
Appreciate you, Eli.
The trees rise without end, identical in height and shape, each trunk repeating the last. The canopy admits no light, yet 3 paths are dimly visible. To follow the left path hissing with static, press 1. To follow the right path glinting with faint red pulses between the trunks, press 2. To follow the forward path that thins into slow-moving fog, press 3.
Red means danger, but fog means Silent Hill. But static also isn't good. You know what? Red could also mean love.
The rightward path narrows into a corridor of identical trunks. No branches, no undergrowth, only repeating bark like page after page. Somewhere ahead, a low double beep echoes and fades. Too precise to be an animal, too distant to be a machine. To follow the sound, press 1. To slow your pace and listen, press 2. To pause and look back, press 3.
Slow your pace and listen.
You stop. The beep repeats, paired this time, 1 high, 1 low. Each note is clipped and unhurried. It travels along the trunks as if they were wires. When it ends, the forest feels fractionally thinner. To step toward the source, press 1. To stay put a little longer, press 2.
We ain't no bitch.
The trunks ahead aren't bark but paper, linked with cross-hatched veins like columns on a form. A thin red sweep slides along them like a copier lamp, ticking when it finds a pattern and blinking when it loses one. To reach for a leaf card lodged in the bark, press 1. To hide behind a trunk, press 2.
Why are we hiding?
To step into the sweep, press 3.
Let's reach for the card.
Half grown into the trunk, a stiff, dark leaf waits. Matte surface, veins crossing in a tidy grid. Its edge shows a faint metallic sheen, like a badge that learned how to grow. To pull it free, press 1. To slide it out carefully, press 2.
I mean, be careful.
You hold up the leaf card, grid veins catching the light. The red line combs it. Every gap brightens as if the leaf remembered it was transparent. To keep holding steady, press 1. To tilt the leaf card slightly, press 2.
Tilt that.
The leaf's veins glow in neat rows.
Little tilt.
The barcode shadow below wavers, unable to stay straight. The scanner hesitates, then redraws the tilt into a new alignment. It rewards you with a confirmation click you didn't want. To lower the leaf card and move forward, press 1. To keep it raised as you step deeper, press 2.
Let's take it with us.
A wall clock has grown into a trunk. The slot is a mouth that waits. When you draw near, it makes a soft receiving sound. Your reflection in the glass delays by 1 heartbeat and blinks first. To give it your breath, press 1. To keep your breath, press 2.
I would
To
prefer.
ignore the clock and move along, press 3.
I would prefer to keep my breath personally, because I need that.
You hold the breath, The clock fogs its own glass in disappointment. A dim circle presses itself into the bark anyway, uneven, as though recalled from a template you never saw. To leave the marked trunk and continue between the rows, press 1. To give the circle your back and take the long way around, press 2.
Give him my what? Let's continue.
You reach a thin film stretched between two trees,
Give him
like
my
skin
back.
pulled to clarity. When you press your palm to it, a thread stitches along your lines and keeps going without you. A label maker is caught in the roots. It feeds a strip of blank tape straight into the mesh. The tape slides in and is gone. To let the film pull you forward with the thread, press 1. To follow the path of the disappearing tape, press 2. To rip your hand free and leave the film behind, press 3.
Let the film pull you forward with the thread. Follow the path of the disappearing tape. I'm gonna go with 1 on this one.
You yield weight. The film translates you forward in tiny, exact steps. To let it keep pulling, press 1. To resist mid-step,
Let's go.
press 2. The film shudders and doubles your stride forward anyway. The tape prints compliant, without ink, before vanishing. To keep walking as if it were your choice, press 1. To steady your pace and pretend nothing was printed, press 2.
Keep walking. We've gotten this far.
You arrive at a set of low shelves grown out of the roots, smooth and pale like bone. On each rests a translucent cast of a footstep, shallow as dried mud. There are no words, only notch counts cut along the edges. Some match your stride exactly. Some record steps you never took. A water cooler sits at the end. Its jug pulses one beat out of sync with your heart. To look at the water cooler, press 1. To break a cast, press 2. To place a new cast, press 3. You set down a fresh impression. The roots absorb it, then print a faint lattice on your palm that deepens when you glance away. To leave the mark open and step onward, press 1. To close your hand and keep walking, press 2.
Let's see
You
this through.
push through a narrow run of trunks where the film has cinched into a moving belt.
Whoa.
Flat, grid-veined leaves ride past the red line. The clean cutouts you helped make fall neatly into its sweep. Overhead, an exit sign hangs in open air, turned the wrong way. It blinks once, then goes dark. To align yourself for a clean scan, press 1. To misalign yourself, press 2.
Align myself. Let's go. Are we gonna be like? Are these aliens?
To the moving grid. The double beep tightens into a single tone. To hold steady and let the line pass through, press 1. To walk in pace with the moving belt, press 2. To keep your eyes fixed on the exit sign above, press 3.
Hold steady.
The movement around you slows until only the red line remains. It stops sweeping and fixes on you. The tone stretches into one unbroken pitch. Somewhere close, a second hand ticks in time with your chest. Threads tighten along your palm. When the beam passes through, it projects 2 sharp digits onto the ground ahead. Your breath stalls halfway in. To hold perfectly still, press 1. To cover your mouth, and slow your breathing. Press 2. To push a leaf card into the beam. Press 3.
Three.
You shove a leaf card into the beam. Light copies its grid and spreads it wider. The digits land anyway, offset from your reach. The confirmation tones follow, steady and precise. To keep the leaf card raised and watch the projection settle, press 1. To lower it and step through the projected digits, press 2. The digits hang for 1 breath and fix themselves, 2 and 7. The forest holds still the way a test holds still, already graded. The 2-tone repeats, 2, then 7, precise, instructional. They settle under your skin. What is given must be returned. The beam holds you open, patient and hungry, prying the numbers loose. To keep 2 and 7 for 1 breath, and let them go, press 1. To release them immediately, press 2.
1.
Your 2 and 7 are seized, stripped away as if the forest itself were the mouth of something vast. The weave tightens, not around you, but to you, like a sleeve that claims the arm. The tape gives a single, satisfied click and goes still.
What are you doing, sir?
Behind your ribs, a small drawer slides shut and takes your name with it. To feel around for what else might have been taken, press 1. To try and recall the numbers again, press 2.
1.
The projection fades, but the numbers don't. They linger behind your eyes like afterburn. A hand you cannot see crawls under your skin and begins to count you from the inside. Threads tighten through your palm and tug upward. You feel your outline lift away from your body, as if something tall were pinching you by the edges to hold you steady for a stamp. To keep very still and wait for it to pass, press 1. To shut your eyes and hold your shape together, press 2. To call out for help, press 3.
Keep still.
The counting hand inside you closes. Hooks lift your outline to a live grid. A cold wedge opens under your sternum and slides up. Inhale request denied. 2 soft clicks in the ribs, 2 and 7. The field seals. Vision grains, pulse alarms. You drift to the edge as the tone eats the rest. You are indexed.
Oh.
You've reached the Interval Bureau Employee Assistance Line, where your entry is made consistent with the record. Monitoring is mandatory. Non-compliance is logged for audit. Identify yourself. Enter your 6-digit employee ID, followed by pound.
I entered 7 digits because I was trying to do pound on the keyboard.
Processing complete. No identification record located. This attempt has been preserved in your compliance ledger. Disregard the memory that surfaced while you waited. It has been quarantined as noise. To begin the ID recovery process, dial extension 0. Extension 0 confirmed. Admission logged and cross-linked with prior attempts. A secondary file is now open. Hesitations are treated as statements and retained. To be transferred to the Personnel Division, press 0. You are now in the Personnel Division.
Hi.
Selections are sworn statements. Appended without edit. Proceed. Redaction is unavailable. For division placement, press 1. For wellness verification, press 2. For a compliance survey, press 3. For call recording review, press 4. For operator assistance, press 5.
You want 3? Okay.
This is the compliance survey. Obedience is measured. Loyalty is tracked. Hesitation is archived. If you are loyal, press 1. If you are obedient, press 2. If you do not know, press 3. To recite policy, press 4. To acknowledge an incident, press 5. To return to the Personnel Division, press 0.
I'm a loyal boy.
Compliance noted.
Thanks.
Silence is preferred. To accept sanction, press 0.
I guess I have no choice.
Sanction prepared in recognition of your cooperation. It will not affect your standing. Your standing will affect your sanction. A receipt has been sent to your absence. To declare adherence, press 1. To accept quietly, press 2. Please declare adherence to the policy you have not seen. Declaration accepted. Your voice has signed for you. To resume alignment, press 0. Verification concluded. Intent mismatch detected. Risk index elevated. Your record is locked for review. Reassignment to the Cognitive Integrity Assessment is compulsory. To begin, press 0.
It's getting weird up in here.
Welcome to the Cognitive Integrity Assessment. A controlled scenario will be imposed. Your selections are binding and will be affixed to your record. Profiles are final.
Pretty much, Tom.
Appeals are unavailable.
You awaken in the hollow forest. The trees stand in strict rows, tall and motionless. No light passes the canopy. 3 paths are faintly visible. The left path's static hiss thickens with each breath. The right path's measured red pulses scan the gaps between trunks. The forward path hangs in layered fog that waits for you to inhale.
Alright, let's go into the fog this time. Silent
You
Hill.
follow the forward path until it thins into pillars and fog. Branches vanish. The gaps hold shapes that refuse to stay. One shape does. Between trunks ahead, a smooth pillar unlike the others waits. To turn and retrace your steps, press 1. To cut straight toward where you think the pillar hides, press 2. To let the path choose,
2.
you leave the path. The trunks pull tight until they behave like a fence. Fog pulls to the sides, forming a straight corridor that refuses to bend. The air cools as if a larger shape is taking heat. Ahead, a vertical absence stands between trunks and does not move. To stay on the straight line, press 1. To step 3 paces aside, press 2. To veer left, then right, press 3.
What would that do? Let's take 3 steps.
The trees part and you arrive at a large pillar. It is not wood. A seamless shaft of stone with no grain and no weather. You cannot see both edges at once. Your steps go quiet as you near it. A narrow seam holds itself open. To enter the opening, press 1. To circle the base once before entering, press 2.
2.
To put your... You walk the curve. The arc keeps stealing the far edge. Fine notches ride under your palm like tidy ticks. The slit tracks you as if it were the one circling. To slip inside where the slit now waits, press 1. To finish the loop and step in afterward, press 2.
Let's finish the loop. We gotta
You
case
step
the joint.
inside. The forest sounds die at the door. Your breath goes silent inside your head. A stair coils upward around a hollow core that feels like a well. The first step waits for your weight. To climb, press 1. To inspect the wall before moving, press 2.
Inspect.
To walk, the wall is thin like paper under stone. Faint scratches run in small groups. Audit ticks, half letters, breath logs with tiny boxes left blank. To trace a tick as you climb, press 1. To press your palm flat and keep climbing, press 2. To leave the wall and climb on, press 3. You take the first turns. Up behaves
one.
like down. Sound thins. Pressure gathers behind your teeth. Your ribs feel heavier with each turn. Ear pressure builds like depth, as if the stair is quietly filing weight into you. The well at the center drinks your movement without reply. To keep climbing without stopping, press 1. To run your hand along the wall as you climb, press 2. To count your breaths as you climb, press 3.
Count the breaths.
You complete a loop without arriving. The wall thins more. Scratches gather into columns. Some are crossed out to make tidy stacks. Some leave one blank box that waits. To fill a blank box with your fingertip, press 1. To ignore the boxes and keep moving, press 2.
Let's put our hands in that box. I am a hand in
You
a
touch
box.
the blank. The surface yields like wet paper. The box darkens to your size. Somewhere inside, a tally flips. The column slides to make room for you. The drip matches your pulse once, and lets go. To hold one more count and climb, press 1. To pull away and climb, press 2.
Hold.
The stairs return you to itself, and your ears pop from pressure. Looking down shows levels below, no bottom. Looking up shows more tunnel, no top. Your stomach votes for down. Your eyes report up. Both feel true. To look only at your feet and continue, press 1. To close your eyes and move by touch, press 2.
One.
You meet your own path from a direction that should be behind you. Your shadow climbs, then arrives late. A single exit sign hangs in the shaft, turned to face stone. It blinks once and stays dark. To keep your eyes off the sign and move, press 1. To try to touch the sign and miss by an inch, press 2. To watch your shadow until it lines up, press 3.
Let's not look at the sign. Feels like a tarp.
The passage opens into a round room lit by a low, steady glow. The walls hold shallow cells. Each cell holds you. Your copies stand in different poses, like paused breath exercises. To step to the nearest copy, press 1. To keep to the center and avoid their eyes, press 2.
Avoid their eyes. Don't stare. Don't
You
stare now.
stand in the center. It isn't silent. You hear breathing, but not in this room. Your breaths are elsewhere, being handled. A clerk you cannot see clicks through a list. You hear your name without one letter. To keep eyes down and circle wide, press 1. To say nothing and wait for the next click, press 2.
Avoid eye
You
contact.
circle without looking.
We don't know what these
Your
things are.
neck turns anyway. Far along the wall, one version stands in falling dust like confetti torn from a file. Its head tilts a fraction out of time with yours. To keep circling with eyes down, press 1. To pick up a loose stone on the floor, press 2.
We may have to throw it at him.
You throw the stone. The glass does not shatter. The pose corrects itself. The glow tightens as if a line item was edited to fix an error you just made. To press your palm to the cell wall, press 1. To step back to center and hold still, press 2.
Palm.
Your hand leaves no print. The print appears anyway, turned inward, reaching back toward you from the other side. To match fingers to the inward hand, press 1. To pull away quickly, press 2.
I ain't touching no creature fingers. All right. I have my limit. I hit both at the same time.
The floor shifts
I actually
under your feet.
I don't know which one I chose
Cells
because
slide along the wall.
I hit both numbers at the same time
the room
accidentally.
tries to be a stair again, then a shaft. Your copies slip out of sync, like pages misfiled. Something thin moves under your skin from wrist to elbow and stops to listen. To grab the nearest frame and steady yourself, press 1. To stand still and let the room move around you, press 2. To claim the dead center and refuse to move, press 3.
Well, let's not be cocky about it. Grab the nearest frame and steady yourself. Stand still and let the room move around you. I'm gonna grab the frame.
The glow dims a fraction. The air goes dry like paper.
Pretty
Your
much
tongue
blue.
tastes iron. From the cells, a few versions turn
Like,
their
yeah, I was
heads
just trying to
toward
cancel
you
my
together
subscription to Netflix.
and
What is
correct
this?
the mistake. To keep your eyes down and breath shallow, press 1. To look up at the wall and count the turns, press 2.
No. Keep your eyes down. Don't look.
A thin spiral etches along the wall.
Stop saying edges.
Bright cuts polish themselves to light. The etching runs upward and downward without end. 2 digits repeat inside the spiral, like teeth on a gear that turns both ways. To stop and read the cuts, press 1. To press your fingertips to the spiral, press 2. To close one eye and line your breath to the turns, press 3.
Inline your breath to the turns. Stop and read the cuts. Press your fingertips to the spiral. Let's just do 3.
The numbers resolve as 1 and 3. The spiral carries them up and down through rock. Your mouth shapes them without sound. The room pushes them back against your teeth.
But is it in
Behind
order?
your ribs, drawers slide open and shut until 1 stays open. To hold 1 and 3 for 1 breath, then release, press 1. To release them at once, press 2. To hide them in your palm and pretend your hand is empty, press 3.
Two.
The round room turns inside out. The stair spins. Your stomach drops while your eyes
One
still
eye was
track
1-3.
steps that go up. The glow cuts. Your breath misses its cue. Something tall folds you lengthwise and threads you through a hole that isn't there. The fall arrives all at once. To let go and stop moving, press 1. To reach for a handhold that isn't there, press 2. To count the drips that are not there, press 3.
Let's count drips that aren't there, because I think we're screwed either way.
The cells unseal. Your copies step out and lift your skin like a sleeve. Their hands slide under the ribs and turn bone until it answers. A narrow stare grows through your spine. 1, then 3, each tooth closing. One face fits over yours and keeps the breath from leaving. You are fixed.
So I didn't start from like 1 downward, which is what's confusing me. Not confusing me, but... So just keep an eye on the numbers. We'll figure it out maybe.
You've reached the Interval Bureau Employee Assistance Line, where the record takes custody of you.
Oh, okay.
A copy of what you will enter is already on file. Any deviation will be treated as intent. The Bureau is listening. Enter your 6-digit employee ID, followed by pound.
Alright, listen. 1327, I don't know, 89.
Escalation notice. Identification record absent. Prior failures have been merged and indexed. The memory that surfaced while you waited has been flagged for review at the next quarterly audit. To begin the ID recovery process, dial extension 0. Extension 0 confirmed. Custody chain initiated. A working copy proceeds under your name. Your original is held for reconciliation. Any deviation will be filed as correction. To be transferred to the Personnel Division, press 0. You are now in the Personnel Division.
Thanks.
The Bureau is listening through you.
Oh, great.
Anything left unsaid will be supplied on your behalf.
Cool.
For division placement,
Press 1. For wellness verification,
press 2.
for a compliance survey,
Press 3. For call recording review, press 4. For operator assistance, press 5.
Okay, so wellness verification, was that the first one we did? Or is it? That was the first one we did, right? So 2 is 27. And what was the second one we did? Compliance review? Or survey? So let's say we go in order. If we go in order, 2 would be 27, and 3 would be 13. So 2713. So if we go in order, let's say if we do 1 right now, and we do that one, and we get the numbers at the end. Maybe it'll go in order from 1 to 3. Maybe. Blue's just along for the ride. All right, division placement.
This is the division placement desk. Classification ensures stability. Instability is preserved and reviewed. For grievance processing, press 1. For performance correction, press 2. For unclassified personnel, press 3. For badge credential audit, press 4. For role clarification, press 5.
I would like to file a grievance because, like, what?
Your grievance has been acknowledged.
Thanks.
Please note, grievances are indistinguishable from confessions. Confessions accumulate into character. Character defines outcome. For further review, press 1. To return to division placement, press 0.
Further review.
Workstation inventory shows your desk occupied by an earlier record holder. The chair conforms to a stored profile. The drawer reports keys already issued. To acknowledge reassignment, press 1. To return to division placement, press 0.
I don't want to be reassigned. Or should I do that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that means.
This is the division placement desk. Classification ensures stability. Instability is preserved and reviewed.
I just wanted to file a grievance for fun.
Processing, press 1.
I'm trying to file a
For
grievance
performance
for how they're
correction,
treating me.
Press 2. For unclassified personnel, press 3.
Let's do that one.
For badge
3.
credential audit, press 4.
I said 3.
For role clarification, press 5. Unclassified status detected. Undefined roles are unstable. Instability is valuable. Instability invites oversight.
I have a grievance about my
Oversight
grievance.
has been assigned. For role discovery, press 1. To return to division placement, press 0.
Let's go with that. 1.
Your role is undisclosed by request. The request has been filed by management and approved by the arbiter. You lack permission to know why you lack permission.
Oh, okay.
For documentation of non-disclosure, press 1. To return to division placement, press 0. Workstation inventory shows your desk occupied by an earlier record holder. The chair conforms to a stored profile. The drawer reports keys already issued. To acknowledge reassignment, press 1. To return to division
Maybe we should just do it. See if we go
press
anywhere.
0.
Let's acknowledge it.
Staff directory retrieved. Your label links back through an earlier record. Priority is assigned to the origin. Compensation has no target. Index sealed. Any movement will be recorded after it occurs. To resume alignment, press 0.
Verification terminated. Compliance deficit recorded. Exit privileges are suspended. Immediate reassignment to the cognitive integrity assessment. Keep still. To begin, press 0.
Let's go. It's like, I want to file a grievance. Oh, you will, huh? Well, you're deleted. Get ready for assessment.
Cognitive integrity assessment.
Hi, ma'am.
The scenario proceeds without delay. Outcomes adhere to your file and cannot be revised.
Profiles.
Are permanent.
You wake in the hollow forest. Columns of trees hold their places.
No
The
joy wheel.
canopy gives no light. 3 paths are visible, yet one remains. The left path hisses until the static splits your thoughts into separate channels.
So we could also
The
go
right
that
path lashes you
2-7
with
was in the
red
middle,
pulses
and then we went to the
that burn
fog.
their
So that's
pattern
also
into your
2-7-1-3,
outline.
if we want to go that way.
The
So
forward path
it all.
drives its fog beneath your skin instead of around you.
See, so we went red path first, which was 2-7, and then we took the fog, which was 1-3. So like we could also go that way. I don't know if that's exact, but if we are right, ho ho ho, we're gonna go to the hiss of static though.
You step between the trunks. Shadow thickens. Thin cuts ring each trunk at measured intervals. All leaves face one way. Ahead, a seam of moving brightness crosses the ground. Light crawls along it and does not spill. To step into the seam, press 1. To enter while holding your breath, press 2.
You know, you never know what's in there. 2.
The trees break. A dark river keeps the shape of water and voice of a dead channel. Static sorts into small approvals and denials that never reach green. The hiss thickens where the bank narrows. To walk upstream, press 1. To walk downstream, press 2.
Let's go
To
upstream.
kneel and listen, press 3.
Should we walk upstream or downstream? We're not kneeling. You kneel into that water, then you got muddy knees. And you don't need that. Up? Alright.
You walk upstream. A hare lifts its head, then bolts, not for the tree line,
Something tells me
but
no matter
straight
what
to the
we
water.
choose, it's just a different
It
path to
slips
death.
into the hiss and does not return.
That is.
To quicken your pace along the bank, press 1. To slow your steps and keep the hiss within earshot, press 2.
Well, don't sprint. Let's just keep calm.
The river's hiss begins to sort into routine. Static gathers into office noise. A badge beep with no reader. A corridor you can feel but cannot enter. A light that will not turn green. To reach toward what is asking permission, press 1. To toss a small stone and disturb the pattern, press 2.
Last time we threw a stone, it didn't
To
work for
speak
us.
your name to the chirp, press 3.
1.
You reach toward the sound. The air holds the warmth of
Say
a
my
reader that
name!
isn't there. A soft chirp answers as if a card had passed. Foam gathers into a seal, holds one beat, then clears. The river keeps the gesture and answers with a single click. To track the seal's edge as it thins along the bank, press 1. To follow the sound of the click, press 2. To turn away and follow the shore, press 3.
Track the seal's edge.
The hiss swells and fades, guiding you. A fallen tree spans a narrow pinch of the river. It sits low enough to cross. A small brass bell hangs from a short wooden post, driven into the mud at the water's
It's a little
edge.
staticky.
Across the channel, the current runs backward and does not tire.
It's almost like we're in the static.
To approach the trunk and cross, press 1. To ring the bell, press 2. To wait and watch the opposite flow, press 3.
Take me to Silent Hill. We were already in Silent Hill. It was the fog. Let's approach.
You make your way to the opposite shore. As your feet find solid ground, the static runs backward. A wooden sign points to Records Annex. Each letter has been cut twice, the second biting into the first, as if two hands argued over the same word. To follow the sign toward the annex trail, press 1. To scratch your name into the signpost, press 2.
Yeah, let's not scratch our name into the signpost, alright? Travis was here.
You arrive at a tin cup nailed to a post. The rim is clean. The printed tag flaps. Potable or approved.
Was Travis
staff.
here, though? No.
Someone underlined approved. The ink has run. To use the cup to drink from the river, press 1. To wet your lips only, press 2. To refuse and move on, press 3.
Are we thirsty? It just doesn't feel advised. In fairness, it doesn't feel like something we should be doing. You know what? We're gonna guzzle that water. All right, we're gonna guzzle it. I keep hitting
sip
1 for whatever
stays
reason, but
under
you know what? I
your
keep,
tongue.
that's just the one I want to go with.
Tingle spreads through your lips. You think of a room you know. The river shows it on the surface. One thing is gone. When you look away, the gap keeps pace along the edge to stay beside you. To walk toward the missing thing, press 1. To walk away from it, press 2.
I'm gonna walk away from the missing thing.
Mid-stride, you notice your reflection walks backward while your body holds still. You draw breath. The river takes it first and speaks in your timing. To talk over the river, press 1. To choose silence, press 2.
Yeah, let's choose
To
silence.
match your breath to the rush, press 3.
Let's just go with choose silence. Hello, 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 hello.
The figure belonging to the river tilts its head. Its outline stays. You sense your insides rearrange. Eyes choose places that are not your face. A mouth opens where your pulse lives. It is not for words. To look at the eyes that aren't yours, press 1. To shut your eyes and listen, press 2. To tilt your head to match the figure, press 3.
You know, I'm gonna do that just because I was doing that. Screw it.
You hear your own breath from outside your head. Each inhale is stamped, time-coded, cataloged. A clerk you cannot see files the shiver down your back under irregular. To correct your breathing to even counts, press 1. To refuse correction, press 2. To ask who is filing you, press 3.
Is it gonna answer me if I choose that? Hey, who are you? We're doing 3. Screw it. Hey,
The
you.
bank hangs wrong. The horizon folds and stays folded. The water keeps the ceiling.
Who are you?
The sky keeps the floor. Something steps through the fold and chooses to be behind you. To turn around, press 1. To stand still and inventory your body, press 2. To speak before it finishes arriving, press 3.
These are all terrible. I guess we'll turn around, face them straight on. What are you waiting for, huh?
A voice speaks from behind your tongue. You feel it more than hear it. Sit. Inhale now. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Again. Your hands try to answer, even before you decide. To follow the pattern exactly, press 1. To scramble the pattern, press 2. To hold until your vision grains at the edges, press 3. The world narrows to the place between 2 beats. 2 digits settle in your hands like weight. Not spoken, not printed. Your body insists it knows them. They resolve as 1 and 0. Your body knows these numbers will not return. The river draws them out of you. It does not ask. To return the digits on the skin of the water gently, press 1. To drop them abruptly, press 2.
1.
The digits 1 and 0 sink without a ripple. White rises from the edges. The figure steps into you and leaves no room. Your breath misfires. To yield and go still, press 1. To reach for air that is not there, press 2. To keep your mouth shut, press 3.
I'm a yapper, so I should probably not yap. I don't know if it matters at this point. 3.
Something tall arranges you from the outside. The river shape unrolls inside you. Barbed hairs find your nerves and set them to bureau timing. It breathes you like equipment. Lids blink to orders not meant for you. Behind your eyes, a ledger flips until your shape matches. It tallies through your chest.
Here's some SCP
1,
type stories.
0.
1 0.
The hiss fills the last
And
gap.
apparently control, because I keep
water
talking about the
keeps
hiss.
your shape.
What's up?
You are filed.
Which is also SCP-esque. Alright, so 102713 is what we're thinking.
You've reached the Interval Bureau Employee Assistance Line. where the record replaces you. This line scores compliance by deprivation. Enter your 6 digits and seal with pound.
10 2 7 1 3.
Remain on the line. Receipt will now be read against your signature. 3 items transferred on execution. Your presence confirms consent. To acknowledge presence, press 1. To dispute, press 2.
I'm here. Present.
Item 1. Breathing autonomy. Status. Received in full. To acknowledge, press 1. To contest, press 2.
I don't. What am I contesting? I don't know. Acknowledge.
Acknowledgement preserved. Item 2. Memory of name. Status. Received. Substitute designation pending. To initial, press 1. To strike, press 2.
T. AT for AngrierTravis.
Change noted. Record continues. Item 3. Right to decline instruction and to speak as yourself. Status. Received and archived. Voice and representation delegated. Substitution authorized as needed. To accept, press 1. To appeal, press 2.
Whatever. I'm accepting everything because
Itemization complete.
I don't know what happens if I refuse it, and I'm
Balance
scared.
due. 1. Self. Collection authority. Arbiter. To proceed to collection, press 1. To request human review, press 2.
No, I'm good. Proceed to collection.
Review complete. Escalation cleared. Interpreter assigned to speak for the arbiter. Any direct address will be logged as interference. Hold while your call is transferred to arbiter oversight.
Thank you. I think I might die.
Speak for the arbiter. Do not address the arbiter. Your breaths are counted.
I don't know what you're saying, sir. You sound like a demon. I'm going to accept translation.
Receipt acknowledged. Delivery confirmed. I will complete you now. Digits remitted. Scanner for burning. Spire for keeping. River for washing. Your input sealed the partition. Balance due. 1 self.
Ask how many times I've been here. Alright, ask when you stop being the listener. Ask whether silence sounds like you. Ask... Okay, 2.
Harm you carried is now my property.
I'm your property, huh?
All relief you expected is not. You consented to continuous measurement.
That is true. I did consent because I didn't know what I was consenting to.
Measurement continues inside you. Your outline will continue to act. Your person will not. This is calibration.
Ask who is speaking with your mouth.
instance proceeds to complete the loop. One is retained for custody. This voice will operate the keys. You will be kept.
Ask which part of you agreed to this.
Final attestation. State for the record that you understood the terms at the moment of entry.
Scream until the room forgets you're in it. Confess you understood too late.
Attestation corrected to affirmative. You were made to understand. Your signature is welded to the receipt. Custody persists beyond disconnect. On the next ring, whose voice will answer this line? And where will you be?
For the record, sometimes for some reason the game on OBS came upside down, so if you saw my mouse was like upside down, it's because for some reason the mouse is fine. The mouse was right, but the game was like upside down. So if you saw that, I don't know what was going on there. Open another employee case, disconnect from the line. Hey. Hey, that was a fun little game. I mean, it wasn't like it was, you know, it's more pressing buttons, but sometimes you need a little bit more chill storytelling kind of game. And we got this. I didn't have to do much. We had some fun with it. Interesting. They probably could have added some subtitles because half the time I didn't know what that demon was saying at the end. Because I tried to read some of it when I heard it like out loud, just so in case people couldn't hear it. But maybe subtitles would help. But we're outside that, you know, a fun little game, cheap game. About an hour, you know, if you go all the way through. So if you're into these style of games, it'd be right up your alley. If not, then obviously it wouldn't be, obviously. But I enjoyed myself, had fun. W game.